to review. It's your boy Vaughn, aka Scully McGee.
Oh boy.
Hey, hope everybody's having a good start to September. Football's back, so we finally getting into the games.
Yeah.
College football is back, NFL. Yo, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Man, I love this time of the year.
Hey, though, but I think it makes it even better now that we have a college football game that niggas can play. Shit, it makes it better even for the college football players.
Finally got NCAA back.
Come on now.
After forever.
I thought it was like 2014 when the last game was. I'm not exactly sure, but hey, when they...
That's what we got Google for.
When they got rid of it, they got rid of it. But now that it's there, I mean, like, who was I listening to an interview? I think it was CJ Stroud. He was like, yo, we trying to get that in our locker room so that, like, players could play during, times. But I don't know if that would be counterproductive or not, because
like that shit.
Nigga, if they don't got you rated the way that you think that you should be rated, say you killing a nigga in the game and you gonna go out there and on halftime and play the game, right? Anybody playing the game at halftime, nah, you worried about this shit.
Not at halftime, but hey, it might help out with some film study or something. I don't fucking know. Like, some motherfuckers learn about games. Shit,
You be like, I just murked that nigga. There's no way he's 95 speed.
I mean, pilots do flight simulations. They do virtual simulations for everything else. Why not football? That might help you see things. I mean, then again, they're professionals, so they watch film and do everything. So they pretty much already have a good ass idea. But yeah, I mean, the game might help. with certain things. NCAA 14 was the last one. Before
14, that's what I said. Yep, 14.
That's why we got Google to verify. We on point. Shit.
Man, nigga, look. So it's been 10 years since they had a college game, and now they actually paying these niggas. Thank God. You can't just enslave me. Yes, I want to play the game. I want to play.
I want to get a check
but
too.
Come on now.
You want to use my likeness?
Like, I could get so hurt doing this, and I ain't getting nothing. Come on now. Hey, big ups to everybody that's getting that NIL contract. And I hope that it comes to more niggas. Get your check, dog, and don't let nobody talk you out of it, because that game that you playing, you putting your health on the line every single time you suit up, even in practice.
Let niggas have the NILs while I was in college, nigga.
Man, shit, what you would have did, nigga? What you would have did, nigga?
We ride around in all the good shit.
Oh my God, and that's why they didn't have it, because you an ignorant nigga, dog. Ignorant.
Shit.
You wouldn't even show up to goddamn practice, nigga. You nigga, I'm worth millions, nigga.
I would have went to Georgia Southern, got the little NIL. I would have went to Georgia Southern, Savannah State, got whatever NIL was available, and nigga, I would have been riding clean, nigga. The fuck,
that's all you worried about. So you gotta keep your shit up in order to keep your bread, right?
That's cool. I mean, I'm still gonna be but nigga,
grades is included in keeping your shit up.
As an 18-year-old kid, if I get to touch the field and you give me an NIL to do that, shit, I'm riding clean and I'm going to the game clean.
You got straight A's?
I would have had shit. I would have kept.
That's what I'm saying. Would you have kept your grades up?
Someone got paid. If someone else got an NIL. Shit. I got NIL. We all ball. We ball, nigga.
You can't play unless you academically available, nigga.
What that nigga in the block say? Fucking we ball, nigga. Fuck that.
So you would have stayed academically available in order to ball out on the field.
Hell yeah.
There's no time to be out here stunting, nigga. You can't.
Nigga, do you not know about how the football players move? Like, nigga, they're like celebrities on campus.
Yeah,
these niggas.
And now they rich.
Yeah, they
some of them rich.
Nah, they gotta. You know, they still gotta do right and everything like that. But
you still got to follow by the rules.
Like one of the funniest things. When Terrell Pryor, when he, I think it was after his first start or whatever, and you know he went in balling out, whatever. We went to some party. I think
he was there.
Yeah, like it was a party. They had a whole bunch of football players there and everything like that.
Well, don't say nothing that you ain't supposed to say.
No, nigga, ain't nothing wild. I mean, it's funny, but. Ain't no wild, but we went to a party. It was a whole bunch of football players. We hung out, like I met them, dapped them up, whatever like that. And then we leaving because we was going. I think we was going to some bar. We was going to Gateway or something like that. And this nigga Terrell Pryor walking on High Street or whatever. And this one dude, like we hear, like we're in the car and we hear this dude scream. Oh shit, it's Terrell Pryor. He walking down High Street like normal people. I was like,
hey yo, but that's how niggas think though, nigga. Yeah. And that nigga, in his mind, he's like, I'm just a college student that plays football.
Yeah,
like,
this before he was
so
like hyped, like NFL. Like he just like they know they football players. They know they got the football status, but like most of them niggas are just they humble, they just chill, they chill ass niggas. Like they go about their life. But yeah, that was a funny ass moment because I'm like, nigga, why are you screaming like this? But
nah, that's a fan.
But that nigga was hella excited.
I can understand a fan being a fan, and I can understand Terrell Pryor probably annoyed by that shit. Like I mean, like nigga, I'm just trying to be incognito. Like I mean, like
this nigga's like 6 foot. This nigga's 6'4", 230 pounds. No, you can't be incognito nowhere, nigga.
Nigga, I'm not driving a Lamborghini or nothing. I'm walking down the street.
And that makes it even worse because you a tall ass nigga. You taller than you are a fucking
everybody
fucking needle in a haystack, nigga. You a metal pole sticking out of the haystack. Like ain't no difficulty in finding you. We can see you, nigga.
But shit, nigga.
We can see you down the road, nigga.
But I ain't doing that out the way to make me stand out. I'm trying to make it to my destination without bothering anyone.
And nigga, you should have a worse game, nigga. But like, he balled out. He got the recognition, and they. I'll tell you one thing, like...
Hey, that's dope, though. Yeah, he wasn't walking with no security, no nothing. He just walked by his goddamn
you can go to OSU, you ain't gotta worry about that. Like, nigga, the security is still stupid, nigga.
Hold up, though. Like, I mean...
Ain't nobody fucking with you.
Niggas is grinding these days.
Niggas is grinding.
So now they know niggas got money. Like, I mean, like, so... Like, I think maybe you do need some type of security.
I don't say most people for they
but they respect.
Like, most motherfuckers leave athletes alone for the most part. Like
dude just got shot in the chest. Yeah, the rookie from San Francisco.
But that's
by what, a 17-year-old? Like,
and thing is, like I said, most motherfuckers, especially if it's your city, like most motherfuckers don't fuck with you. Like hood niggas or whatever like that. If you a nigga that play ball or whatever like that, the hood niggas be like, yo, y'all leave that kid alone. He playing ball. He going somewhere. They got you got rules for that. They gonna leave you alone. They gonna
all right. I know those rules.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, check a nigga. Let's say a nigga from a different school, star ass athlete, come in, transfer into the school, about to ball the fuck out. Just got a $2 million deal with Nike or some shit like that.
I mean, you still don't.
And then you got a broke nigga that's gonna pull up on a nigga. Bruh, niggas may need security these days.
You know what?
Because college kids is broke.
If that rogue nigga do some bullshit, then more likely the city gonna come back on that nigga.
If you got the mindset to do that bullshit anyway, you don't care.
And I mean thing is, that's probably what will happen anyway. So I mean, that's a fucked up way to think about it. But hopefully nothing happens or what we don't. But yeah, like you trying to get security for all your star players in your football team. Like you will hope that nothing happens. You will hope that they don't put themselves in
God is position. Good. Like I mean, but, so you who knows though?
But generally, fandom is so. Like, as long as you're playing well and whatever, fans really would not try to fuck with you.
Let's say you have a bad game. Nigga done lost.
And those the weekends that
$1,000
and those
on
weekends
you, nigga.
Those weekends that your ass nigga saying sorry. I'm sorry, because you probably
nigga,
gonna have...
I gotta go to class.
No,
I got to go to class, nigga.
Thing is, motherfuckers really ain't gonna fuck with you on campus, though. So.
You don't know, though.
You know, but...
A nigga just spent his last
$1,000.
If
there was any real threats or whatever like that, then generally the school would probably act appropriately and get
how would they know?
Security or get him... I mean, you won't know unless, someone say something, but, at the end of the day...
You never know about nothing.
You never know, but... Like if there was stuff that happened consistently, then yeah,
it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, like there is no precedent to it. So it hasn't happened yet. But the first time that do happen, niggas be betting. Sports betting is
and
legal.
There's always death threats like online and shit like that. Like you must have went poorly, but
ain't nobody
nothing generally happens from that. So.
Usually, I don't even think that you could bet on college. Now I think you can.
No, I think you could have. Because they got betting. They've been had this shit.
Well, okay.
Yeah, like nigga, if it's a sport, I think you could bet on it.
There was no... Alright, so sports betting just became legal in Ohio. Mm-hmm. It just became legal in Ohio. So it couldn't have been you could bet.
But Vegas has always been legal.
Okay, but you can't just come up and touch this person.
Oh no, absolutely.
Like I betted on you and you lost me my money. But I go to class with you. How do you handle that situation? I had a bad game. I'm sorry, everybody. Does the athlete just not go to class that day?
I mean, I don't know. I would say if they had some if they seen some threats or whatever like that, they may have an agreement with their teachers to give them their coursework or whatever like that. But I don't know the logistics of it, but I'm pretty sure they got things.
I hope they do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got things.
I think it's so new that they haven't thought past like I know they thought from start to finish, but they haven't thought about the what ifs.
I'm pretty sure they got things, they got measures for this, but the things just don't happen, so we don't know.
It don't happen until it happens.
Yeah.
Something's not a thing until it becomes a thing.
You know what? Hopefully it don't become a thing.
Thank God. Hopefully it doesn't. So, I mean, big ups to all y'all getting y'all bread and balling the fuck out. Listen, man, y'all put y'all body on the line every goddamn day you suit up. I mean, and wasn't getting nothing for it. So I mean, big ups to y'all. Get every dollar that you earn. Get every dollar that you earn. And look, and if you do that, it may encourage more athletes to stay in school with that's going for higher degrees. There's doctors that I don't know anyone in particular, but let's say somebody was, all right, I want to go for a doctorate, but I also want to play football. Let me get my endorsements, play football, also get my grades, and I don't want to go to the NFL. I'm rich now, and then I can finish my doctorate.
No, I'm pretty sure there's people that do that. I mean, I would say if they're a top athlete, they probably gonna go. But there are some that retire early because they're just burnt out. Their bodies start failing them, or not failing them, but they're just like, look, long term, I'm thinking about my health, and they retire early. And they made enough money where they could probably retire early and go with maybe what could be either their first or second dream, which whatever career they want.
Listen, if you athletically gifted, if you are athletically gifted, I am a dog in football, but I have a mind for medicine. Like, I mean, like, okay, let me go out there on this field, do my thing. I have fun with this, but this is my passion. Like, I mean, like, but I'm still a dog, nigga. Like, I mean, like, yeah.
Like, I forgot what it's actual.
Who's the old boy that left the NFL, right, to go back into the military, and then he ended up passing away.
Pat Tillman, no, that's a whole story. That I know. Yeah, Pat Tillman. That's a whole story. He went to Servitor and he got killed by friendly fire.
So.
Yeah,
like God blessed you with this much talent. You play football, but you like, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. Like, and I'm about to go thinking that you always got the opportunity. Football's always going to be there, and I know I'm always going to be talented. But no life is promised for anyone, Dougie.
Unfortunately, yes, that's the case.
So, what can you do?
But I mean, football is not a forever career because I mean you gotta retire eventually.
Yeah.
And like I think the average career is for about 3 to 5 years or something like that.
Hey, and then hopefully you do good with your bread.
Yeah.
So you work that hard from being legit up into an adulthood age of maybe 27, unless you Tom Brady. And can play till you 40 something. You go from being a little jit to being 27, maybe at the latest 30, and make your money. Hopefully you do well by your money, and boom, you set for life. It doesn't happen like that for most people.
No, it don't. But what is life?
Yeah, it is life. Hey, what we got next?
So this has been a wild week. So it's troubling to have to speak about this, but there was a school shooter, Colt Gray, went and shot up at Apalachee High School. Killed 4 people. I think he injured like up to 30 or so. We want to give our condolences to the families that dealt with death and injury. It's always difficult to have to speak and see stuff like this. We gotta, as a country, we gotta do better. I mean, this stuff happens far too often.
What's doing better to you though? Like, I mean, like, what is it?
Not thoughts and fucking prayers. I fucking hate that.
Well, how do we do better? Because people think that because we have an amendment that we can carry guns, the right to bear arms.
Well, the thing is, like, so a few things with that. One, we should have better restrictions and better regulations on guns, especially with gun owners. There should be more of a vetting process. I mean, shit, it's damn near harder to get a driver's license than it is to get a
What's the legal gun. Restrictions on age in Georgia? Because you're from Georgia.
Well, the thing is, he didn't buy the gun. His dad bought the gun for him
for a gift. I think it was a Christmas gift.
Yeah, and there's certain things like if you go hunting and stuff like that. There's certain licenses and stuff like that, certifications that you can get to be able to do that, especially with your children. I don't know the full rules and regulations on there.
Is there a legal age on guns in Georgia?
I mean, I think you still have to be above 18 years old to purchase you have to be a legal adult to purchase a gun. I don't think there's anywhere that you can purchase a gun as a minor legally.
So shotguns in some states are way less regulated than in other states. Mm-hmm. Hunting what they consider hunting rifles, are way less regulated in other states than they are in hunting states than they are in states where people wouldn't normally hunt type thing. So, I mean, there has to be more of a
thing is
process.
There's rarely a reason for any normal civilian to have an assault rifle. I can't think of any normal reason. Like, even you talking about protection, then, well, if we have regulations and don't allow this, then if no one's able to purchase assault rifles, why do you won't need an assault rifle if no one has one.
If no one has one. That's, you're talking about like in the UK. In the UK, I believe firearms are illegal for normal people. It's a special task force of police officers that have actual firearms. So, I mean, like, that's why they have the stabbings. Yeah. Like, I mean, like, so, still,
but, I mean,
still violent crimes.
If someone's going to murder, they're going to murder. But
they still,
you take away guns, then you could limit mass murder.
Now you know that what you just said is going to affect a portion of the people that are listening right now, because they believe that they should be able to have their guns and whatever guns they should be able to have.
Well, I don't hear nobody complain about not being able to have an Uzi, because Uzis are fucking illegal. Like, they've been illegal for God knows how long, so you can't have a Uzi, so no one sits there and bitch and complain about that. But
why do they make Uzis then?
I fucking forgot. I don't know. Like, I don't know the whole history on like the actual.
You talking about like the mafia, like the
Uzi? I don't even think Uzis are Uzis American.
Nigga, who cares if it's American? Like, why do you make them?
I don't think Uzi.
What are they used for? They're not used in war.
Cause no, it's a small automatic, so it's easier to, conceal and do like.
They're not used in war, or in my experience.
They're mostly they're so. So Uzis were actually invented by it was first introduced to the Israel Defense Forces in 1954. So, I mean, kind of the big like, one of the reasons that I've heard or read that they're basically banned is because it's a small concealable automatic. I mean, you walk around with an AR, then, it's like, nigga, I see you with an AR. But you walk around with an Uzi, it's a little bit easier to conceal. That's just what I've heard. I haven't fully got a chance to see.
They say more concealable is actually, you can't really conceal that. I'm not in your clothes or nothing like that. Okay, more concealable because it's smaller. But I believe that weapons of war, you should not be able to just walk around the streets, be able to purchase shit like that. You say self-defense, okay, I understand. Now, okay, we're acting retroactively. There are many guns, many weapons. Now, you can't call everything a gun. You gotta call it a weapon. Mm-hmm. There are many weapons that are in people's hands, and yes, you do have to defend yourself because we're acting retroactively. You can't just tell everybody turn in all your shit and then we'll just replace it with handguns, 22s or something like that, 380s or something like that. Nah, people ain't gonna do that. People like the weapons that they have. So yes, but what benefit? There is no beneficial outcome from where you have to use an AR-15. It's trash for both parties. Okay, you say, well, at least I'm alive. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see that. But what did you do? If you doing this in a residential neighborhood, who else did you kill?
My thing is, if someone comes up to you with a 9, you having an AR ain't about to help you out any more than you having a fucking 9 on you as well. Like, it's if you have a gun, you pretty much got the fair fight. Like, you can sit there, you can sit there and spray, you can sit there and do whatever, but like, if someone comes up to you with a gun, you you got a gun. You basically, knife versus knife, like fist versus fist. Like
a weapon versus a weapon, but the intimidation factor, Devon, is what you're missing. If somebody only has a handgun and somebody pulls out an assault rifle, they may think twice before pulling the trigger. They might be like, I seen a video. There was a black dude. Somebody was about to break into his spot, whatever. I wish I had the video, and I wish we had visualizations. But there was somebody about to break into his spot. He walked out there. I guess he had the shotty on it. He's like, yo, what are you doing? Let's talk about this. Put that down. And talking all the way through it. Dude didn't shoot. In my mind, dude didn't shoot because he's like, yo, I'm outgunned right now. And he was able to, he said, as long, we can talk about this. If you put your weapon down, I'll put my weapon down. And we can go in the house and have a conversation. Mm-hmm. Dude, after about 5-10 minutes, because that had to be a very stressful situation.
Oh, definitely.
Put his weapon down. He put his weapon down. He said, I ain't even gonna call the police on you or something like that. Just went there and talked to him. He probably took the weapon from him and let the man go about his way after having a conversation with him. I think that man is better for it today than being locked up in some jail cell.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Now, do you think he'll do it again? Who knows?
Hopefully not.
But who knows?
But I would say my big thing about if we lived in a perfect world, then if we didn't have school shootings and mass shootings and all this other stuff,
we way past that.
Yeah, then have whatever the fuck you, because if we have responsible people that are having these guns, and fuck it, have whatever gun you want. But my issue is a lot of the arguments that people make is well, your argument don't matter.
What's the argument?
So people this is my Second Amendment right to have a gun. That's
the only thing they lean on.
But it's you can have a gun. That don't mean you have to have every type of gun. That don't mean that that don't mean that it shouldn't be a vetted process to purchase a gun. That don't mean that it should be that gun should be easily accessible. Just because you have a Second Amendment right, and when they motherfucking wrote these amendments, niggas was shooting muskets. So the guns that they had then compared to the guns that we have available now, that's not even then. But also with amendments, if y'all look at amendments, there's also other laws that underline and can better explain the amendment or regulate the amendment or do whatever. There's amendment, not amendments and amendments, but there's there's a lot more legality that's formed for these amendments. So just because you have the right to bear arms, you can bear arms. But the other argument that motherfuckers make is I have the right to bear arms to protect myself from, the government. So yada yada yada. Look, I'm sitting there.
So these are arguments that you're seeing online?
Yeah, people say they should be able to bear arms. One, to protect themselves, from the government.
Protect themselves from the government.
And to become a militia if need. But my thing is, look.
No, that's actually written into the Constitution.
That's in the Constitution.
That's actually written into the Constitution.
But I will say this. If the fucking government wanted to become a tyranny or dictatorship, or if the president wanted to send the army to fuck shit up, there is not a goddamn thing that we as civilians can do to stop it.
That's a lie. I was in Afghanistan. This is an actual
you think
story.
Civilians are going to be able to fight against the military?
Listen. This is an actual, not a story. This is actual truth. Actually, I don't even know if I can say this. So, fuck what I was just about to say. But it's called a coup. All right. Yes, it can actually happen, and yes, it's in each state is an individual, entity, right? Yeah. That makes up the entire United States. So yes, if a state, Texas tried to secede, nigga. And look, if they wanted to go to war, they just know we can't go to war with America, nigga. Like I mean, like
you know how many times that in the history of America that something has happened and the National Guard or whoever has came to that state, the president has sent the National Guard.
The president can't send the National Guard, nigga, so that's how I know that you bullshitting. The National Guard is the state's military.
Yeah. All right, well, he may not send the National Guard. Hold on. Let me,
the state has their own military. Like, I mean, like, the reserves and the guard, that's why there's a difference between active, guard, and reserved. Look it up.
No, yeah, I'm looking up. I want to get the actual facts straight. Yeah,
the states have their own military. That's why the state can say no, we're not doing that. I believe when all of that shit was happening on January 6th, they asked for the National Guard or something. I know that the military wasn't deployed until after things were happening. Like, I mean, like, it's not all federal. Not everything is federal. Active duty people are federally under that active duty umbrella. But states have their own military.
Okay, I'm sorry. So, I was thinking about Ruby Bridges Hall, when she like when schools got integrated, they actually brought the federal marshals to escort her to school.
That's not National Guard.
I know. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got my facts straight. So yeah, they brought the federal marshals to
because
escort
the president probably, I don't know anything about that, so I'm just speaking off of probability right now. Maybe was that when they were integrating schools?
She was the first black girl to.
So that was federal, nigga. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, like, so that, yes, there was something federal there. Like, I mean, like, yo, the National Guard probably didn't do a goddamn thing, nigga. The reserve probably didn't do a goddamn thing because, you know, the state probably didn't agree with it at that point in time.
Oh no, they did not.
Like, I mean, like, it's a whole bunch of shit. America's a beast. It's a beast. And it's a lot of things that we gotta unpack. Why are they trying to call this shit critical race theory then? But people need to learn about this shit.
Well, real quick. Basically what I was saying is, if a state or any people, whatever like that, if they started a militia to try to do anything against, you know, the government or whatever like that,
they can do it.
They can.
Who will win?
More likely we're gonna lose. Like if the army sits there, nigga. We're talking about a military that one has tanks, missiles, airplanes, all like not. We don't have this type of shit as civilians.
No, you're talking
we don't have the type of training as the military.
It's not about civilians doing it, dog. It's the state military.
So if the actual military of that state was to aid into them, then yeah, maybe that state would, you know, have a fighting chance. But
so it's 50. What they say, 50 nifty United States and the 13 original colonies. That's how I learned it. But I mean, like, look, if only one of them niggas, like, no. But the fear is if 25 of them niggas decide to do that.
Well, we seen what happened with the Civil War. That shit backfired. But
no, it only backfired for one side.
Like, it backfired for the side that was like, hey, fuck America. It was like, bet.
Alright, let's go.
Fuck moi.
But it could have went a whole different way. It could have went a whole different way. We wouldn't even be here.
But that's the thing.
Talking right now.
But think about it. So one, you gotta. So either you're gonna have to have every military personnel in that state to side with the state, or do their job and be a federal employee to the country. So in the Army, you're going to answer to the president before your governor.
You're missing.
Right?
You're missing.
But no, am I correct?
No.
So how are you going to sit there and
they don't report to the president?
Yeah. So
they report to the state.
So basically, if you got you're going to have enough of those motherfuckers to go against the federal government. And I don't think that's.
It's kind of cool.
I can't see any situation or any circumstance where the people can sit there and say we're going to rise up against the government and we're going to fight the American military and win. I don't see any situation where that's going to.
Why would January 6th happen? Like if that was not a possibility.
No, I'm not saying it's not a possibility. I'm saying I don't see any. Like if the people decided to go to war with the U.S.
That's
government,
exactly what they did.
I don't see it being successful. Like an actual full on like war, like a civil war, like where the people sit there and say fuck the federal government, we're gonna go to war. Like how people sit there and say we're gonna make our own militias, we're gonna go against the federal government. I don't see that the militia. I see maybe it may have some progress because they may after a while sit there and come to a peace agreement, but I don't see
exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. You act as if you didn't. This one.
And how many of them? And are those motherfuckers that stormed the Capitol? Are they not in jail?
No, not all of them.
Not all of them.
There was thousands of niggas.
And motherfuckers been going to jail. A girl got shot because
niggas.
Yeah. No, not some niggas.
Bruh, it probably not all them niggas. No, nigga, not even. I don't even think a third of them niggas is in jail. I don't even think a fourth of them niggas is in jail. And Trump calling them niggas patriots or like
749.
Is that enough?
Federal defendants have their cases.
That is horrible.
Approximately 467 have been sentenced. Let's see how many actually.
That's horrible. There were thousands of people there, man. That's horrible. There's never been anything that has happened like that on American soil. So basically, like the Boston Tea Party, nigga.
So basically, almost a quarter of them went to jail.
What?
Almost 500 went to jail. Estimates between 2,000 and 2,500 actually entered the Capitol building.
Entered the building? But how many people participated in that bullshit?
But the thing is that they all they did was vandalize, loot. Nobody came in there, trying to actually. Nobody was in there shooting at the military. Who was shooting at the military?
No, I'm not saying nobody was shooting.
What I'm saying is, no, I get what you're saying. I'm saying if the people sat there and set up a militia and legit went to war against the American government, do you really think that the people are about to win a war against the American military?
Nigga, that is an act of war. That's an act of war against democracy.
Okay, and you know what? How much bloodshed was there?
Any bloodshed is bloodshed.
Yeah, but was it like a full on nigga, like how we see in some of these other countries where they're going against the government and they're shooting back and forth against the military. No. We have not experienced that since the Civil War.
You don't want it to end.
No, we don't want it to.
No. I'm saying even the people that's doing it, they don't even want it to look that way. Yeah. They want to be able to say, to fall back on something like, hey, we were right at some point of it. You can't just come in shooting them niggas, but there were death threats to all of the. All right.
So what I'm saying is, it hasn't went to full on war.
All right, well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has, but if it was to go to full on war, do you really think that the American people, like as citizens, are going to beat the American military?
I don't think that it would be America if it would go to full on war.
But
there should never be a stance in.
But that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if the American people sat there and said we're going to rise up against the military. It's war. Grab your guns. We going in and we going to go to war. And then the president was like, all right, well, if it's war y'all want, it's war I'm going to give y'all. I'm sending the military. Do you think the American citizens can beat the American government if it was a full-on shootout war?
Okay. All right. So you asked this question. Let me break it down to you politely, so that you understand exactly where I'm coming from. The military is made up of people, like actual American citizens. Like, so, and those actual American citizens have actual opinions. Each one of them vote a certain different way. Like, I mean, like, it's not like like this towel, I could throw it over there, and this towel I could throw it over there. And like, if I wanted to pin them against each other, then no. These are actual. So the military people, there are some military people that will actually. People join the military for different reasons. It's not patriotic. Like, I mean, like, so join the military for your educational benefits, just could get out of a bad situation, or things of that nature. So there will be many military people that you think is going. No, ain't nobody gonna back. Especially if they think that the other side is gonna win, they're going to jump straight over here. Yes, the American people could overturn the government, and that is in the Constitution. That's exactly what you asked me.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Is if the American people in the military decided to clash. I'm talking about your average American that sits there and says, oh, my Second Amendment rights, I want to go against the government. I'm not like, and there might be some military personnel in there, but I'm just talking about your standard average American that has that stance to go against the government. And I'm actually believing that there are going to be some military personnel that will be in this. But if we was to go into a full-on war, and we're talking about military personnel against civilians, and maybe a percentage of the military, because honestly, how many military personnel are going to back they're going chain of command before anything else?
No.
So you think the American people can overthrow the government?
Yes, and that's why it's written into the Constitution.
I'm sorry, let one fucking bomb drop. I don't think they're overthrowing shit.
Listen, the military personnel are just average American people.
No,
listen. They're just average American people that wear a uniform. It's like going to a normal job.
And if you got that motherfucker that is following his orders, and they say, oh, these motherfuckers in Dallas, Texas are being rowdy, drone strike. You think they winning that battle in Dallas if you got a drone strike from the military?
It's not happening like that. Then it's not happening like that.
I don't think it will happen like that. I don't think it would. If it comes to that though,
with a person standpoint, people. That's why you never wanted to get to that point. You always want things to be a democracy or some type of where there is a system in place.
Yeah.
It was mentioned that blood will be spilled if Trump doesn't win. He said that. And when he said that, okay, he could kind of say, like, he kind of backtrack on it and say something else about it. But I'm like, okay, well, you expect...
Well, what would you say some shit?
You expect people to rise up and fight. Like, I mean, because you didn't win. Bro, you're a person. You are not the Republican Party. You're a person. You're a person that is representing, at this moment, the Republican Party.
Not even fully the Republican Party. He's the active executive head for the Republican Party. Because the Republican Party is more than just Donald Trump. Yeah, because there's still motherfuckers in Congress.
So,
and
if you win an election, then everyone has to respect you as being the president.
Yeah.
So, okay, if you win, you win. But if you lose, don't say that there's going to be repercussions because you lost. So, listen, I hope that we're not on the brink of another civil war.
No,
but though, life can change in a blink of an eye. Imagine being in Ukraine on Tuesday, on Monday, and then Russia dropped the bomb on Thursday, and now we've been in war for fucking 2 years. And niggas everything is fucked up. Like, I mean, like, but everything was just cool. 2 days ago, it can happen just like that, dog.
Like, the fucked up thing is, the thing that I hate about America is because, like, we're so fucking divided.
You don't hate nothing about America, dog. We really do live in a good system.
No, I'm not, like...
It's fucked up for us, but we do live in a good system.
The theory, the ideology of America is a good system.
Yes.
The application and how it's being applied is not.
Okay, so that's where you change your people in power. So that you can apply it differently. But the ideology, what's written down is what it's supposed to be.
No, the ideology, that's why the ideology is I'm not even saying it's perfect, but it's a good system.
Land of the free, home of the brave, right?
But how it's actually applied and how people are using the system and perverting the system, that's what's causing...
Nigga, we weren't even free when they said land of the free.
We weren't.
I ain't even talking about me and you. I'm talking about our grandparents type shit. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I'm saying our people wasn't free. But no, I'm saying as a country,
never expected us to be free.
But that's the thing. Like
now that we're here,
but I'm not just talking about as Black Americans. I'm talking about as America. Because even as Americans, nigga, poor Americans, they don't give a fuck about poor Americans. Poor middle wage Americans, they don't give a fuck about. Like, a lot of the stuff is a lot of the things that we idolize in a capitalist system isn't even enjoyed by the normal American.
Okay.
Like we don't...
Give me an example of what you're talking about, because I think you're talking around some shit. So give me an example of what you're talking about.
So we have this ideology of a fair market, of
you don't gotta go too in depth. Just give me an example of what you're talking about.
All right, so, and I'm trying to not give an example that's not rooted in race, but a lot of this stuff is rooted in race. God damn. So I would say, so we talk about we live in a system where anybody can, make it and become rich. But we have this system, but the actual... No. I believe that it's possible, but the actual application of doing it is it really realistic? Because unless you are, I would say, unless you are a athlete, entertainer, or someone that's able to accumulate a great amount of wealth, even as a business, you could be a small business. You could actually have pretty decent wealth and be upper middle class or lower high class. But a lot of things have to transpire for you to be, successful as, in that type of stance as a business owner or whatever.
What about a genius? What if you
could be a genius, you could create some shit, but at the same time you have to have the patents, you have to have investors to actually back your stuff. You gotta have people that gonna believe in you. Like, what if you're a genius that you can't market? So like you have the idea,
know the way around the world.
Yeah, and so it's like you. So you're proving
my point.
No, what I'm saying is there's the ideology that anybody can make it, but the actual reality of anybody making it is not there. Because thing is, you have to rely on so many outside sources as the average person. You have to rely on the possibility of getting loans. Well, what if you
ain't got no bread, nigga?
Yeah,
but I got this idea.
Yeah.
That's gonna make bread.
So
if you trust me, then I'm gonna make some bread.
You gotta have someone that's gonna be willing to invest in you. So you could have the cure for cancer.
But if nobody listens,
so it's like the
niggas could be cured, but everybody
you got the best business idea.
You got the best hamburger down the street. But everybody gonna go to McDonald's because everybody knows McDonald's.
Yeah, and it's
nobody knows you.
So we have this capitalist idea that anybody can make it, but
who agree with that? Who
anybody
that's
can't
what
make
you
it.
said. I don't.
I don't agree with it.
I believe that we are set so far back that people don't understand.
No, I'm not talking about us as like Black Americans. I'm talking about the average American. You can't sit there and say that America is the land of the free where anybody can make it, because we have this capitalist system where anybody can, make
when
anything
you say land of the free, you were writing about the people that you address as people. No. We were considered 1/9 of a person, or
no. I'm not talking take race out of it. Take
When you say land of the free, land of the free. When those were written, they were talking about who they consider as people.
I know, dog. I'm telling you, just take race out of it for a minute. Yeah, take race out of it for a minute. Just saying, as the average American, the things that we value as the land of the free, this capitalist system and everything, it does not benefit the average American. It just, that's just that. 'Tis his life. We'll see, but we could dive into that. We could, get a day where we could dive into that a little bit more.
Makes sense.
We also gotta unfortunately report that Rich Homie Quan passed away as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rich Homie Quan, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan, and I think that brings a note to mental health. People need to check on people. I don't know his friend group. I don't know Rich Homie Quan personally, but people think that when you get to a certain status that you should be okay. Nah, man, I still got things going on in normal day-to-day life that has amplified that I've hit this platform that I still would like people to check on me. I don't even know if it's still okay for a Black man to ask for help. Is it okay for a Black man to ask for help?
No, that's definitely we should ask.
But in a Black man, you being a Black man, me being a Black man, do we feel okay asking for help? And I don't think that we do.
you got your support groups and everything like that. I mean,
your friends.
Yeah, I mean us. You know, we talk to each other. Like we confide in each other. We vent to
That's
each other.
not normal, nigga.
And that should be
normalized.
And I feel like younger motherfuckers, they don't do it as much, or they feel like that's
and they're the ones with the pressure on them.
But yeah, I think as niggas mature, get older, then we start, learning who we can and can't confide to and everything like that. And then we start getting our support.
He died at what, 33?
34.
34. Yeah. 34. All right. I didn't come back to 33, right? Me and you, we didn't start having these conversations until I came back. I came back at 33.
But you were able to have these conversations with your brother.
That's a whole different situation.
Yeah, I was able to have these conversations with your brother, but also with my brother. So it's like, we had support groups.
That's not normal in the African American community. What? People look at you as weak.
And we need to make that as we get older.
So how do you normalize talking about your feelings?
We need to make this.
Even saying the word feelings, kind of put an annotation.
We gotta kill the stereotype of being a black man. Talking about feelings is a sign of weakness. Like, no, we gotta life happens. Like, we gotta talk about it. We need to have an outlet. But one thing I do want to say, Rich Homie Quan, like R.I.P. Condolences to his family, his friends, everybody. One thing I didn't like seeing is the fake fans coming out and doing all this extra shit with Rich Homie. I actually seen someone make a post talking about Rich Homie Quan's biggest hits, and then they put "Hit the Quan." And I'm like, that's not one of his songs. Like, I can, we understand the why that song became that song. But don't be a fake fan. Like, look, give this man his flowers. Mourn for the loss. But don't be fake with it. Don't that's terrible. If you're a Rich Homie Quan fan, be a Rich Homie Quan fan, but don't sit there and come out the woodworks and
come out the woodworks.
Come out the woodworks and mourn, but don't. Yeah, but don't come out the woodworks acting like you was
legacy. I don't care if you were a fan of Rich Homie Quan before, or if you now are researching who is Rich Homie Quan, and now you become a fan. Push his music out, because that's gonna push his legacy.
Yeah. But don't sit there and don't be an ass. Like as J. Cole eloquently said, if you ain't ever posted a rapper when he was alive, you can't post about him after he got hit. Don't sit there and act like you supported this man. Or Rich Homie Quan, when he came out, that was my college era. They him and Young Thug, they were dropping hits. I'm not saying I was the biggest Rich Homie Quan fan or anything like that, but I enjoyed his songs. When he was making songs, making hits, I enjoyed them. I wish things would have wished things would have flourished more, and him and Young Thug were able to continue on. How we see Young Thug and Gunna, but
Young Thug and Gunna doing what right now? There's no Young Thug and Gunna.
No, you see,
and I don't think there will be any.
No, well, I mean the whole case and everything like that, but no, Gunna is. He's got buzz and everything like that. No, he's got buzz.
Yeah. But let time play out. I don't think that's going to be the same.
But I feel like, there wasn't no fallout. Yeah, maybe Rich Homie Quan's career will
Rich
be
Homie Quan to me.
But,
you remember Roscoe Dash?
Oh yeah, I love Roscoe Dash. ROSCO.
All right,
Mr. Shotty put it on me. Yeah. All right. I'll be going ham.
Look,
Shotty up there from Yeah. Come on now.
Okay. So Rich Homie Quan and Roscoe Dash, like to me, their careers was kind of the same. Like I mean, like Brett, there's so many ways you could have blew. It's so many ways you could have blew. It's just like you just didn't. I mean, like the guy that had it in your plan for you.
Like things happen where they may not have been where fans may feel that they should have been or whatever.
Yeah,
but
you know what? Dash was on every fucking thing. Rich Homie Quan, when he on something like I mean, like some type of
great artist. We enjoyed. You know what? In honor of Rich Homie Quan,
I appreciate the fact that he influenced my life and my like I mean like yo without those songs I'm like okay. Like
they had some good songs. I'll get to them. I love.
And they influenced our life. Like I mean, like to where. So it sucks. It really does. It to have to. Even though we don't know the person, what you put into this world affected me as a person, and I am appreciative of everything that you did. R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan.
R.I.P. Shout out. You know what? In honor of Rich Homie Quan, we'll do some urban poetry.
Good.
From Rich Homie Quan. I do it for my daddy. I do it for my mama. Them long nights, I swear to God, I do it for the color. Now Willie B beating on my chest in the jungle. Money on money, I got commas in every bank. Sunday through Monday, I've been grinding with no sleep. Talking about talking, something from me like no way. Dugger, that's my brother. You don't want no trouble, or you can get these fists knuckle. Buckle up like a seatbelt or I'll shoot you. Punching on the gas too fast and I'll lose you. Give me a bed and I'll do her. I want her head, Medusa. I swear a nigga gone, cause the strong I'm blowing, super. Ain't grinding for a new day. What you doing? I'm skating like that nigga Lupe. Hey, I'm on the top, just like a toupee. Hey, I'm in her mouth, just like toothpaste.
Hey. R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan.
Alright. You know what?
There's no jokes in that.
No jokes.
No jokes.
Shout out
like,
to
I mean, like, big ups to Rich Homie Quan. Like, I mean, like, bruh, you were one of the few people. There are many people that are put into this earth, right? You got to think about everybody that's put into this earth. You were one of the people in this earth that were able to influence other people. Like, so, we appreciate you.
Yo, he came in, he did his thing. Like, hey, big ups to Rich Homie. You know what? Like,
we appreciate you. Everything that you did for music. And just for, I mean, like, my life personally, I mean, like, I may not have made good decisions listening to your songs, but I mean, like, yo, I had a good time.
We was having fun.
Yeah.
We was having fun.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, Bray. Like, I mean, like, and I really do think that people should check in on black men more.
Definitely.
But a black man ain't gonna check out. Like, I mean, like, they're not going to ask for help. It's starting to become more normalized, but it's not normalized. And I mean, like, bruh, it's not. And I believe that if he had a good base,
the support system
around him, that would not have been the case. That's what I think.
But you know what? Hey, shout out to Rich Homie Quan. Shout out to Quan. Hit the Quan. Yo, hit Quan this week. Like last week, this week, next week. Hit the Quan. Yeah, do your thing. But you know what? To kind of on to the moon. Lifestyle was one of those songs that, you know how like there's a catchy ass song that you kind of like but you hate.
Actually, I love that song.
That was Lifestyle for me.
Hey, also I like that song.
You know how you know how I don't like. I hate $1 million baby. Like, it's like I hate that. It's catchy as hell. I hate that I enjoy it, but it was one of the songs I hate because like Lifestyle was one of those songs I hate, and it's not the song. Lifestyle, the song itself was a vibe. Yeah, the song was a vibe. I ain't gonna lie, the song was a vibe, but I hate it. I hate it so much that I would sing the song when it came on because the song was catchy and it was fun. But nigga, it was like.
It was because nobody heard that mumble
rap. Nobody could
rap.
Understand it. Like
that was the first entrance into like rap of mumble rap.
Like,
and Thug did that. Like I mean, like
did a lot just to live this hip lifestyle. I came straight from the bottom to the top. My lifestyle. Beginning.
No, you don't even know nobody.
See that was
the reason why the song blew.
That was my issue, but like nigga, the song is so fucking catchy, and it's like it's so catchy.
When the song blew,
and like,
do you not realize that?
Yeah, you like the song.
No,
and it's like, damn it, I hate the song because I hate the song. It's like fuck,
a curiosity fact.
It's like fuck, I hate the song, but I love it so much.
He got a flow, and I know that he rapping something. What the hell did he just say?
I hated the song so much, but I loved it at the same time.
Everybody loved it, nigga. That shit was on the billboards.
Nigga, when that shit would come on, you just had no
bro.
You had no choice but to
bump, nigga.
Yeah. Nah,
it make it seem like you on a pool party or a beach or
rich
nigga, or like I'm rich, nigga. Like I ain't rich, but I'm a rich homie Quan, nigga.
Like that was one of the songs that I hated, but I loved at the same time. At the same time, like I wouldn't sit there and just play it just to play it. But nigga, that shit came on.
Yeah,
nigga,
came on.
The speakers went up and I was bumping it like yo. It was one of the songs you just love to hate, like and hate to love. Like it's
no shit like that. But
like the shit was cool. It was a vibe, like nigga that calculated that time period of the music around that time because like that's what Roscoe Dash.
The Roscoe Dash was before that.
No. Around that time, no. Roscoe Dash was still making songs. Travis Porter, Ray Shrummer, Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, like all them, they were having hits on hits on hits. It was a good time. I was in college, throwing parties. These songs were blowing up, like they were good, great ass songs. Mm-hmm. We were having fun, like yeah. You enjoyed the song when it came on. You had fun.
My thing.
If they was twerking, you got twerk works on me. I mean, yeah. But like it was a great time, like to be in that era of music, and it was fun music. And that's the thing. You was just having fun.
Hey,
what up,
Scully McGee.
What happened?
I want to know, bruh, I don't even want to know, your enjoyment of the song, like the influence that it had on your life. I'm telling you,
it was fun.
Yes,
yeah.
It influeed like the club vibe. It influenced like my daily drive to work.
It influenced
my motherfucking like. There are not a lot of people in this world that they can say that they tapped in with anybody.
They had that type of impact, yeah.
On anybody.
Oh.
Usually people just influence their own lives and just live and die.
Quan didn't just have it.
No, and I think he had an untimely death.
Like ooh. Right, nigga, he had flags.
I think he had an untimely death. The way
he had hits. He was
an untimely death, and it could have been prevented if somebody would have checked on him.
Like you hate to hear about a drug overdose because that's definitely something.
Any drug overdose,
that's definitely something that could have been prevented beforehand.
The dude from Friends, what's it, Friends?
Something Perry. Matthew Perry's brother.
Shit. No. Hold up. Look
the
it
dude
up.
From Friends. That's Matthew Perry's brother.
But look it up because we don't want to disrespect that guy either.
No. Oh shit. That's Matthew Perry. Luke Perry is Matthew Perry's brother. Matthew Perry was the one on Friends.
I don't want to disrespect the guy.
I'm not disrespecting. Like, no, that's Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry was the one on Friends. He's Luke Perry's brother. Luke Perry, the one on 90210. Matthew Perry is the one on Friends.
It's ridiculous how his circle allowed that to happen. Drug overdose is a real thing.
But then again, I don't know if everybody knows some of these people's situations.
You got close friends.
Yeah, but at the same time, their close friends may not know. You know how much, you know how much dark shit that I've dealt with in my life that
niggas don't know about.
Yeah,
cool,
and I just so happen to be blessed where I have a support group, and
I'm about to say it will never get to a point. Nigga, I see you enough. So I know that, alright, I need to pull this nigga to the goddamn side or something.
I've had times where I'm in depression or whatever like that and everything.
It's life.
And it's life, but you know, not everybody's gonna handle the situations in the same. Like
why you keep.
I was blessed to be able to have some outlets. I was blessed to have family to know that if I'm in these situations, even if I ain't gotta talk, I have somebody that I could sit there and
I could just be around.
Yeah,
I ain't gotta do no crazy nigga shit. I'm cool.
Not everybody's blessed with that, and so we don't know what his situation was,
bruh.
And I hope that we get this more words more like, hey.
Niggas need to put themselves around people. Listen, don't let niggas be leeches. Don't let
motherfuckers sit there and cable your depression,
don't let niggas leech off your life.
You
worked hard. Don't let niggas make you feel bad.
But you know, there's
working hard and getting success.
But you know, there's people that are people pleasers, and you know what?
I'm a people pleaser.
But no, that might be the thing that keeps them from
Listen, don't
pulling the trigger.
Nobody.
I would say no. I agree with you. Don't let nobody leech off of you, but.
And
you know what?
If God has placed you on this earth to help people, then continue to help people.
If it's keeping you alive, find a better outlet. Find a better source of happiness.
Find someone to talk to.
Find someone to talk to.
Somebody that you can tell everything to. Anybody just somebody that you could just trust. And I know trust is a big word.
Trust is a big fucking word.
Because you don't know what people
word and it's bigger than motherfucker.
You don't know what people want to do with the information that you give them. Because people always looking for 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Find love. Like love ain't romantic love.
I'm about to say people include love as in like a romantic relationship.
Find love. Like you gotta have people that fuck with you. Like thing is find what makes you happy. If it makes you happy and it sustains your life and it makes you want to be a better person and continue on living and have a productive life, find it. Unless it's something where it's like illegal or some bullshit, but look, if it makes you happy, if being a people pleaser makes you happy, find a healthy way to be a people pleaser.
My thing,
that's all I'm saying. Be happy. But no, if you sit there saying, murder makes me happy. No, fuck you, go to hell.
All right, so
I just want to separate that for y'all.
My thing is this. I want you to put out into the world what you would like to receive from the world. Like, I mean, like, so I believe in God. I believe, and Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, like, God died and rose from my sins. Like, I believe in that.
Anybody that's an atheist.
But that's my belief.
Like,
I'm not
an atheist. Like, if it's your belief, cool. But the meaning stays the same. But go ahead.
That's my belief. Sorry. I'm telling you to find. So in my belief,
find solace.
In my belief, I have found a resource, a foundation on where I can live my life in which I won't. Yes, I have made it to a standpoint in life where I've thought about things and that weren't beneficial to my life, like so. But my belief, my religion, made me come back to reality. I hope that people find a balance. Like, yes, we are here right now, and life is hard. Life is hard. Life be lifing. But please, if you don't have anything to fall back on, you're just gonna fall back.
Nigga, that's a bar.
No, that's the honest to God truth.
No, that's a bar though. That's a bar. That's life. That's life. That's real shit.
There's nothing there to catch you. You're gonna just fall.
Yes, that's life. That's real shit. Hey, you know what? We in the middle of September. We about to get closer to the end of the year. We want everybody to have a blessed rest of September.
Of course.
Your bills should have been paid. Your rent should have been paid.
And if they not, God damn it, nigga, it's close to the middle of the month.
I can't help you.
I mean, hey, call Devon. I'm about to give y'all his cash out. Send him a question. Send him a request.
You could request it. It's not about to.
I'm not gonna give that to y'all, nigga. But now on some real nigga shit, man.
Shit, I'll give y'all my cash up if y'all want to send some.
Nigga, ain't nobody gonna see nothing. You gonna get a bunch of requests.
Yeah, they send a whole bunch of requests. I'll be ignored.
Hey,
yo, make sure y'all follow us. The review 614. Like, we gonna keep doing our thing. We gonna keep producing for y'all, give y'all this content. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a lot of shit that we come, but like we only got so much time.
Yeah, hey, but we love y'all though. We love y'all, and then look, we gonna be back next week.
We'll be back.
Yeah,
we ain't got nowhere to go. We live in the city. We here.
Hey, and then hey, if you in the city and you wanna pull up, holla at us.
We be in the city.
Hey, but we love y'all.
All right. Oh, I bet he's with it. Hey, y'all have a blessed September.
That's what the
we out.
That's not what I just said.
Big bless.
We out.